Now to officially start our meeting, Commissioner Batcher, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on our agenda this morning is approval of the regular session minutes of September 22nd, 2021. Board, we received them in advance. Are there any deletions or corrections to those minutes?
None here.
Hearing none, call for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. This morning, we have a proclamation. If you please join me. Don't you look nice today? Very nice. Good morning to you. Come stand with me. Come on. This is about you guys today, okay? This is a proclamation this morning by your Clermont County Commissioners, and this is National Disability Employment Awareness Month, October 20th, 21. Whereas, welcoming of the talents of all people, including people with disabilities, are a critical part of our efforts to build an inclusive community, and the United States economy is supported by a workforce that is notable for its diversity, and whereas ensuring that all Americans, including those with disabilities, have the opportunity to reach their potential, will strengthen and maintain the businesses in Clermont County. And whereas the United States no longer underestimates the abilities of Americans with disabilities due to the signing of Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990. And our community strives to raise awareness about disability employment issues and celebrates the many and varied contributions of people with disabilities. And we welcome Ohio's Employment First Initiative philosophy. It's a long thing, isn't it? It's very long. And whereas employment is a key to economic security for Americans, and it's up to all of us, county and community leaders, employers, people with disabilities, and their community to break down attitudinal barriers and open business doors to let employees with people with disabilities in. And we must all think ability, not disability, and encourage others to do the same. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the Clermont County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim the month of October 21st, 2021 as Disability Employment Awareness Month in Clermont County, Ohio. And this year's national theme is America's Recovery Powered by Inclusion. We encourage the community to celebrate this theme and call upon all Clermont County citizens, government agencies, public and private institutions, businesses and schools to reaffirm our determination to create equal employment opportunities for people with disabilities within our communities. It's signed by myself, Claire Corcoran, one of your commissioners. You've got David Painter, another one, and Bonnie Batchelor, it's your third one. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell us why you're here today. You want to read this to us? Thank you. Go ahead. Who are you, first of all?
I'm Blunt.
Nice to meet you today. Thank you for coming. Go ahead, read your document.
I want to tell you about my job. I work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock. I ride the CJC bus. I have worked at the Mid-Combo Core store for 16 years. For almost 15 years, I was a bagger. Then last year, the store became a pickup only store. So I become a runner. That means I load their groceries into people's cars sometimes. Sarah from Clermont DDS comes to my store to help me. She helped me, so I have a way never to be not be late coming back from my breaks. I love my job. and I love my life. Thank you.
Very nice. How about a round of applause?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hang in there, 'cause we're going to get some pictures this morning, too. Okay, Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Dan Otke. I'm superintendent with the Clermont County Board of Developmental Disabilities. I want to thank Brent for coming out and sharing this with us this morning, and his mother. Thanks so much for coming out. I want to recognize Amber Ramsey, who's one of our staff at Clermont DD that supports our efforts with employment, and Lisa Davis, obviously, for being with us this morning. So certainly, this is, something we always are very appreciative to the commissioners for recognizing each year. It's so important, and I think especially now, in terms of where we are economically, that employers are looking for great employees, and especially in the times that we've seen in the last 18 to 20 months. And as you can see, Brent is one of those guys. He takes great pride in what he does. He's there every day, and that's something that we really want to promote, in the sense of, especially for any employers that may be watching this today, to certainly give us a call, because we'd love to talk more about what folks that we serve have to offer. I was driving down here. The thing that kind of resonated with me was the fact that we take, one of the big things that each of us do in terms of when we recognize where we have pride, it's in our work. A lot of times, people are asked, what do you do? Brent's no different here. Brent, shared with you how much his passion is for working at the Kroger company, and I'm sure that if Kroger was here, they'd be saying how passionate they are about having you. So we're really appreciative, again, of this honor, and so definitely thank you all for the time this morning.
Thank you. How about a picture this morning? Want to come
Yeah,
up
it'd
with
be
us?
great, yeah.
Come on, Mom, you're in it too. Watch your step. We're going to go over here in the we're going to go over here in the very center. Keep walking, and I'll tell you when you can stop. How's that? Want to stand right in front of this? Mom next to you. My boss. Anybody else want to get in? Oh, no. Everybody look at the way he's dressed. This is way better. That's right. Take your picture.
I'll move.
Okay. You're a star today.
Very good. Brent, thank you for being an essential worker last year.
Great job. 16 years. We're so proud of you. Thank you for coming today. Okay, everybody, try and top that today. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. We're moving now to item D, which is public participation. Is there anyone in the audience this morning that would like to partake in public participation at this time? Seeing none, we're going to move on to the consent agenda. Board, this has been prepared for you in advance. Are there any deletions or corrections to the consent agenda?
None.
Could I call for a motion to approve, please?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Moving on to non-consent agenda this morning. First item is item number 9. It's a recommendation that the Board of County Commissioners adopt resolution number 159-21, resolving to approve payments to vendors in the total amount of $1,262,120.65 as set forth in the BCC approval invoice report for checks dated September 28, 2021, BCC directed prepaid invoice reports or the procurement card transaction report as presented by the county auditor on September 27, 2021, and further authorizing the county auditor to issue warrants for same pursuant to section 319.16 of the Ohio Revised Code. Is there a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, item number 10. Good morning, Mr. Dick.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item number 10 is a recommendation of myself, Timothy Dick, Director of Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to execute the sub-grant agreement by and between the Board of Clermont County Commissioners, the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, and Clermont County Community Services Incorporated for the provision of emergency rental assistance to program services to the residents of Clermont County, Ohio, and households that are unable to pay rent and utility during the coronavirus pandemic. And this is in accordance with the scope of services attached thereto and incorporated therein as Exhibit 1 for a total amount not to exceed $1,950,314, effective upon execution through September 30th, 2022, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein. And Commissioners, this $1.9 million represents 40% of the total $4.8 million allocation for this ERA2 program.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the recommendation to execute the sub-grant agreement, and this is for the provision of emergency rental assistance. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Item number 11.
Item 11 is also a recommendation of myself with the concurrence of Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to authorize Claire B. Corcoran, President of the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, to execute the third amendment to a standard form industrial building lease by and between the Board of County Commissioners, Clermont County, Ohio, on behalf of the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, which is the administrative entity and fiscal agent for the Southwest Ohio Regional Training Center, and FP Gimmel OH-I, located in Cincinnati, Ohio 45202. And this is for office space located at 420 Ward's Corner Road in Loveland, Ohio, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on September 11th, 2013, and subsequently amended on March 9th, 2016, and May 1st, 2019, to extend the agreement for an additional 5-year term effective for the period of May 1st, 2022 through May 31st, 2027, at the rates defined therein, as well as for additions and modifications as outlined therein, with all other terms and conditions set forth in the original standard form industrial building lease, as well as assignments and amendments thereto, remain in full force and effect.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to execute the third amendment to standard form industrial building lease, and this is with FP-Gimmel-OH-ILP, and this is for office space located at 4420 Ward's Corner Road, Loveland, Ohio, 45140. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you, Tim. Item number 12. Good morning, Auditor Linda Fraley. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. I have a video that I've asked your staff to present before I read the recommendation for the board's motion, if that's okay.
Yes.
There's good reason why more than 90% of municipalities in North America require that pets be licensed. We know that licensed pets are much more likely to get home if they're found lost. We know the monies raised by licensing fees help fund really important animal initiatives and animal control measures in local communities. When we learned that up to 60% of shelter funding comes from licensed sales, and that just 13% of pet owners comply with mandatory licensing laws, DocuPet found its mission. Since 2014, DocuPet has partnered with local shelters and communities. We provide full-service management of their pet licensing programs to increase pet license sales, decrease workload, and ensure that more lost pets get home quickly and at no cost. We've taken the time to really understand why residents fail to license their pets. And so we've developed a program that's as valuable to pet owners as it is to the communities that we serve. We've made licensing really easy. Using our modern web system, pet owners can register from any device. They can add photos, care instructions, and contact information to secure online profiles.
We created an experience that puts pets first, and when it comes to our tags, the same thing is true. Instead of boring stamped aluminum, we created a designer line of tags that are fun, colorful, and represent so many different interests so that every pet owner can find something they actually want their pets to wear. Our tags are more than just pretty though. Every DocuPet tag is tied to our free Home Safe Lost Pet service. If a pet gets away, anyone who finds the pet can look up their unique DocuPet code or call our 24/7 hotline, and our team here will work together to make a happy reunion happen.
Each tag can be etched with the pet's name and phone number, increasing the likelihood of the tag being placed on the pet, reducing the need for multiple tags, and giving us a much more fun way to promote licensing. We think that receiving something for your pet should be fun, and it shouldn't feel like getting a tax bill. So we package each tag with personalized inserts, information about our program, and most importantly, about the work the license fees support locally. With DocuPet, our partners have real-time access to data and reporting, so they can get all the information they need, and we coordinate all implementation steps and training when launching new programs. We build awareness of the importance of pet licensing with community events, marketing campaigns, and community canvassing programs.
The level of knowledge from everybody at DocuPet has been very impressive. Tag options, I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be fun and really neat for pet owners. I think that's something we can get the school kids involved in. I think it's just a completely new approach to pet licensing.
DocuPet has already found that several families and dogs have been reunited because of that home safe function.
We aim to bridge the gap between the 13% of people who license their pets and the 100% of people that we think should. We're rapidly expanding across North America, adding an average of one program every 2 weeks. At DocuPet, we come to work each day to make pet licensing a joy for pet owners, a breeze for administrators, and a significant funding source for animal welfare providers. We believe that by redefining and modernizing pet licensing, we can help provide a safe and happy home for every pet.
My job is to make college easier because students.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to go through a PowerPoint presentation, and I've provided you guys with
Thank
paper
you.
copies because there's a lot of excitement about this and hopefully help you answer it. But this is going to be a new standard for,
Just use the arrows.
a new standard for pet licensing. And, you know, just to give you a little bit of history, that there wasn't a system at all. In fact, one of my employees wrote our first animal licensing program with the technology that was available at that time. And we worked with it, started by doing reminder notices, mailings. But as you well know, there's licensing has continued to go down. So we at the auditor's office are very excited. I want to go through this. First of all, there's, you know, a new standard is just an understatement. Everything's going to be different. But why do pet licensing matter to Clermont County? I think this fits right in with your guys' vision and commitment, and your thing, like you're refiguring how your animal shelter is run. And so I think this is a good time for this vendor to come forward and present this, because over the years we've had multiple vendors present us with things, but they just wouldn't fit within Ohio law, or the cost was too great. But the one thing is pet identification. You know, that's one thing that I really think that people like to know about that license. I'm on Nextdoor. I know many of you are, and many a time there's a dog on there trying to find the owner. Next one is, which you guys know, you're charged with, you know, taking care of these animals, and it's the revenue source. It's the main revenue source for this. So that's very key. You know, sales go up, we can more adequately care for these animals. And DocuPet exists to increase licensing. I think that's the biggest thing that we've all been frustrated with. As our population in Clermont County has increased, the number of license sales has decreased. Then that gives the associated revenue for local animal welfare provision. Get more homes, pet homes safely, make licensing program administration easier and less costly, increase pet owner education and engagement. And so, you know, what now? I already have a tag, she's microchipped, where do I have to go? Sounds like a tax crib to me. Those are all the questions that people have had, you know, over the years, and I think DocuPet will make that answer. But our main reason for this, it's pet owner focused. It makes it matter, makes it easy, makes it valuable. It can choose a designer tag or personalized stand. As you know, you've seen, any of the pet owners, sometimes they'll have 3 or 4 tags around their neck. They could personalize that and standardize it. That will help, like they said in the video, help get that tag actually on that animal. And the tags that help all pets, they help yours. The Home Safe program is much better than we're here. We got some on the website, but it's 24/7. And tags that help all pets, all those that need happy homes. Right now licenses is for dogs, but someone can go out there and buy a tag, for another animal. I've got a granddaughter with a pet duck, and I'm sure she's going to guess when the duck can get its tag. And making pet licensing work for our partners. They're truly going to be a partner with Clermont County. That's what makes it exciting. Because it's going to be customized to what we want, what you guys want. Because we already partner. We're just the seller of tags. You guys are the administrator of the programs and taking care of the animal shelter. And now we've got one more piece to our partnership. And the tags are made easy. They're over the counter over the post office. They're processed within 2 days. They're shipped by the post office or arrive to consumers in 5 to 7 days. And then the biggest thing is data access on demand. Your dog wardens will be able to see these things can be called up on their tablet, phone, or whatever that you provide them with. And then from the financial side, I know that another thing that our office tags keeps track for you. That's even made easier, just a constant online. And then we will be able to compare how we're doing. I think that DocuPet has said some things where they've improved in other areas, and we'll be able to watch those performances. And then their plan is to be out in the community to have year-round pet owner engagement. That's so different. We send a mailer out usually in November, start sales the 1st of December. Then us at the auditor's office, was December and January is our busiest time. We're so glad to get it over with. It's like, but that's where they'll really fill in the gap. It would be ongoing. And then multi-channel customer service, web usage, shipments, payments, lost and found pets. They're just there's no end to how this will open it up as we've seen many things. Really, the technology has given us a chance to do this, and we're all excited about it. Like I said, a new standard, listing all the things, the online payments, the 24/7 thing, the more frequent multi-channel reminders. They'll be telling people ahead of time, hey, it's time to think about getting your license. And I think one thing that I think that is missed is because so many people out there with animals are not licensing it, and that's what they're going to target it, give them what that's used for, because I think most people that own pets are very committed to our animal shelter. They want things taken care of, and they're like they said in the video, they need to be educated, and they're going to help do that piece too, the education. The marketing, that they've done it in other areas, and it's worked. And the biggest thing is not a penny to pay for new partners in 2021. This has been no cost to Clermont County. They're coming in here. As far as I know, we will be the first in Ohio. I know a couple other counties have looked at it, but we kept looking. We kept looking. We had the prosecutor look to see, is there a downside to this? Is there some reason we shouldn't be able to implement it? And all across the board, it's a go. It's a go. So, and like I said, I think the biggest thing that I think the timing has just been awesome because of what I've been seeing the board do is hiring the dog wardens and things like that, and trying to increase, awareness and and this is one more partner. So if it's okay with you right now, I'll read my recommendation. The recommendation of Lindell Fraley, County Auditor, with the concurrence of Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to authorize Claire B. Corcoran, President of the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, to execute a pet licensing service agreement by and between the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, and DocuPet Corp., 235 Harrison Street, Syracuse, New York, 13202, for hosting, support, and tax fulfillment services for Clermont County dog licenses as more fully described therein at no cost, effective 10/1/2021 through 9/30/2024, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein. So I will take questions if you have any.
No questions of me. Any questions? Anyone? I like that the customer service, though, goes till 8 o'clock at night, which gives you more time when people get off work, be able to get their dog tags. At this time, then, I guess we'll ask for a motion. This is a recommendation to execute a pet licensing service agreement with DocuPet Corporation for the hosting, support, and tag fulfillment services for Clermont County dog licensing. Is there a motion to approve this morning?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Now is when comes the questions. Linda, how are we paid for these dog license? I mean, when they collect the money for the dog license?
Yes, they will collect everything, and they will give us, the county will get their 16, which is our current charges,
Okay.
where they sell the customized tags, and when they sell a customized tag, the animal shelter will get 20% of that, and they're so confident of their ability to raise awareness to sell these tags that right now it's no cost to the county. There's, it's, I mean, that's what's happened before people want to sell these tags and their cost per tag, we couldn't do it, but their revenue, they've done everything, and they're thinking their marketing strategies. And the part I like, they're not only selling these tags, but then, and covering everything that we do at the auditor's office, but then 20% of those sales will come back to the animal shelter as well.
So really how they make their money is they sell these custom license, they collect the $16, they send the $16 to Clermont County for the actual pet license, and then 20% of whatever they sell in the customized tag goes back to the shelter also. So, I mean, just to give it in short terms, 80% of what they do in the custom tag, they keep as part of their fee.
And also, I want to make sure that people don't have to buy a custom tag. The tag the tag that we've put as the tag from the county, not a customized tag, they get that for their $16. So they don't have to buy a customized tag.
So it's possible when a person goes on their website and actually buys a tag, and just talking around figures, they may have an outlay there that's $25 or $30
Yep.
for whatever they buy
Whatever
that they want for their
whatever
pet.
they pick.
Okay.
Thank you. Bonnie, anything?
No.
All right. Any other discussion?
That's it.
Okay, hearing no more discussion, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Item number 13. We have with us this morning Captain Darren Stallworth and Major B.J. Borger. Good morning to you.
Good morning. This is a recommendation from Robert S. Leahy, County Sheriff, with the concurrence of Thomas J. Eigel, County Commissioner, to execute the third renewal and amendment number 4 to the contract by and between the Board of Commissioners of Clermont County and Summons Food Services, LLC, whose address is 1751 County B Road West, number 300, Roseville, Minnesota, 55113, for food service for the county, for the Clermont County Adult and Juvenile Detention Center. Previously ratified by the Board of Commissioners on 8/29/2018, extended to 9/4/2019, amended and renewed on 9/25/2019, amended on 6/17/2020, and amended and renewed on 9/23/2020. To 1, increase the cost per meal as stated therein, which reflects a 3.7% increase in concert with the Consumer Price Index for all cities, food away from home, for the previous 12 months in accordance with Article 16 of the aforementioned contract for services. And 2, include payment of 50% cost of chemicals required due to the implementation of additional safety procedures due to the current health crisis and global pandemic, with the cost of the county approximately $7,200 annually. And 3, a renewed and additional 12 months in accordance with Article 15, the aforementioned contract for services, effective for the period of 9/30/2021 through 9/29/2022, with all other terms and conditions and provision of the original contract for services to remain in full force and effect until otherwise modified by the amendment.
Board, you've heard the reading and recommendation to execute the third renewal and amendment number 4 to the contract with Summit Food Services LLC, and this is for the inmate food services for the Clermont County adult and juvenile detention facilities. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Just one question. You satisfied with the food service in that facility?
Yes, a lot better now.
Okay.
So, now, if you ask the inmates, they would say
No, we're
I
asking.
want you to know that every tour we've ever taken to the jail, they always ask if you'd like to try it. And I've seen it actually tried, and the person that tried it said it was good. So,
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
all right. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number
Thank you.
14, thank you. Craig Reisner?
Good morning, Craig Reisner, County Engineer's Office. Item number 14 is a recommendation of Jeremy Evans, County Engineer, to execute a contract for public improvement minor projects by and between the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County and Dynamic Surfaces Applications of Pennsdale, Pennsylvania, for installing polymer expansion joint binders on 7 county bridges, as more fully described in the scope of services identified in Exhibit A, attached thereto and made a part thereof, all of which is in conjunction with the Ohio Department of Transportation 102B-21 purchasing contract with Dynamic Surface Applications in the amount not to exceed $58,027.78, with said services to be completed within 180 days pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein, and contingent upon release of the required purchase order in concert with requisition number 00004169-00, dated 8/31/21.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to execute a contract for public improvement minor projects with Dynamic Surface Applications Ltd., and this is for installing polymer expansion joint binder and involves 7 Clermont County bridges. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion this morning? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Thank you. Item number 15, Lyle Bloom.
Morning.
Good morning.
Item 15 is a recommendation to accept the contract between Clermont County Development Corporation out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is for project number 6401-60165 relative to the Miamiville area water main replacement project located in Miami Township, as complete as of February 2nd, 2021, and to approve the application and certification for payment number 6, which is the final and represents the release of retainage in the principal amount of $27,561.28, and to authorize the county auditor to issue the reference retainage payment relative thereto.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to accept the contract by and between Development Corporation for project number 6401-60165 relative to the Miamiville area main replacement project. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Lyle, we about got all those water mains replaced up there in Miami Township.
No. We're working on it. Try to replace 25,000 feet.
You had to put the gloom on that one, didn't you?
Understood.
Okay.
It's great.
Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Item number 16, Lyle Bloom.
Item 16 is recommendation to adopt resolution number 160-21, resolving to determine to make improvements relative to the construction, operation, and maintenance of the State Route 125 water main replacement project located in Batavia and Pierce Townships, as set forth in Exhibit A, and designated as project number 6401-60182, and in conformance with the detailed plans, specifications, and estimates of costs and financing, all of which will be paid from one or more of any combination of the Waterworks Capital Improvement Fund, any portion of any federal or state grant or loan should such become available, and/or by the issuance of notes or bonds pursuant to Section 133.08 of the Ohio Revised Code, and payable from revenues derived from water rates and charges levied for the operation of the Clermont County Waterworks system, and subsequent thereto, to approve the request to advertise for bids pursuant to the plans and specs, and to authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in a newspaper of general circulation on Thursday, October 7th, 2021. Schedule a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting on Tuesday, October 14th, 2021 at 10 a.m. with bids to be received until 2:00 p.m. local time on Thursday, October 28th, 2021 here in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, 101 East Main Street, Batavia, where they will be publicly open and read aloud shortly thereafter, and the legal notice will also be posted on the county's website. So the engineer's estimate for this project is $825,000. We're going to be replacing just over 1,400 feet of, or installing about 1,400 feet of 12-inch water main to replace a 4-inch and an 8-inch water main that were installed in 1954. Most of the work, if not all the work, will take place during nighttime hours. This is a pretty busy part of State Route 125. It's the construction zones between Amelia, Olive Branch, and Chapel Road on 125, if you're familiar with that area.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to adopt resolution number 160-21 to determine to make improvements to State Route 125 water main replacement project and to approve the request for advertise for bids. Is there a motion to approve this morning?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Item number 17, Lyle Bloom.
Item 17 is a recommendation to accept the following grant of water easements with rights of reentry for repair and replacement. Will be granted and conveyed to Clermont County for utility purposes of constructing, operating, maintaining, repairing, replacing, removing, or reinstalling water utility lines, pumping equipment, and all incidental fixtures required for the transportation of water in grantors. And this is for project number 6401-60163 and 6401-60164 relative to the McPicken Road Water Main Replacement Project and the Menno Drive Water Main Replacement Project located in Miami Township, and to authorize execution of the plat of easements as designated, and further authorize the county auditor to remit payment to the grantors in the amounts as outlined and as indicated on the settlement sheets as compensation for the permanent easements and right-of-ways that are granted and/or relatives to their repairs relative thereto. And the grantors for this are Natalie A. Stetson and Eric N. Stretcher for property at 5858 Menno Drive.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to accept the following grants of water easements with rights of re-entry for repair and replacement for projects number 6401-63 and 6401-60164 relative to the McPicken Water Main Replacement Project and the Menno Drive Water Main Replacement Projects. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Thank you. Item number 18. Jessica Wiederhold. Good morning.
Morning.
Peter Hold with the Public Safety Services. Item number 18 is a recommendation of John Cascaden, Director of Department of Public Safety Services, with the concurrence of Greg Bigford, Assistant County Administrator, to execute the lease renewal by and between Clermont County Board of County Commissioners and the Board of Education of the U.S. Grant Joint Vocational School District, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on October 5th, 2016, for an additional period of 5 years for the lease of the 800 megahertz tower site space at the rate of $798.56 per month, effective November 1st, 2021 through October 31st, 2026, pursuant to and in compliance with paragraph 3 entitled Renewal of the A4 stated contract, which is the first of two options to renew for a total amount not to exceed $47,913.60, and with all other terms and conditions of the original lease agreement to remain in full force and effect.
Board, you've heard the reading and recommendation to execute the lease renewal by and between the Clermont County Board of County Commissioners and the Board of Education of the U.S. Grant Joint Vocational School District. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 19, Mr. McNamara or Bruce Grace. Good morning.
Good morning. Bruce Grace, your building official. Here to present the resolution number 19, which reads that the Board of County Commissioners, upon recommendation of Bruce Grace, the county building official, and with concurrence of Michael McNamara, Director of Community and Economic Development and Building Inspections Division, hereby declare the intent to consider proposed revisions to the Clermont County Permit Central Building Inspection Division fee schedule, and further resolve to authorize the clerk of courts to place a legal notice in the Clermont County Sun newspaper for a period of 2 weeks, starting on 10/7 through 10/14, with public hearings therefore to be held on Wednesday, 10/20/21 at 11 a.m. local time, and Wednesday, 10/27 at 11 a.m. local time, in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, 101 East Main Street, Batavia, Ohio. Time and locations of the public hearing scheduled to afford public comment and viewing of relative information thereto. This notice is also posted in the Clermont County's website at the following URL link, www.clermontcountyohio.gov. One of the first tasks I was assigned with coming back to Clermont County was to get the fee schedule updated. These public hearings are required by law before our department can bring the updated fee schedule to you for consideration. It has been over 14 years since the fee schedule has been updated. Our fees are well below the market rates compared to our neighboring counties. This proposed update will allow us to be more efficient, operate effectively, while still being competitive in the region, meaning that we will continue to provide a great value to our residents and builders.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the recommendation to declare an intent to consider proposed revisions to the Clermont County Permit Central Building Inspection Department fee schedule. And this is going to provide for notices in the Clermont Sun for 2 weeks, and with the public hearings therefore to be held on Wednesday, 10/20/2021, 11 a.m. local time, and Wednesday, 10/27/2021, 11 o'clock a.m. local time, in the office of the Board of County Commissioners. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll second, but this is the clerk of the board will place that notice, correct?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you very much.
Moved. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you very much. Item number 20.
Good morning, Julia Carney from the Prosecuting Attorney's Office. This is a recommendation to authorize Tom Igoe, County Administrator, in his absence, Greg Bickford, Assistant County Administrator, to execute for and behalf of the Board of County Commissioners a right of entry agreement and temporary license for survey, which is attached here too, and the special conditions contained therein with Burke DMV Properties LLC of 3707 Carpenters Creek Drive, Cincinnati, Ohio 45241. For and in consideration of being permitted to enter the property located on State Route 222, parcel ID number 0602224.009, Batavia, Ohio 45103, property being owned by the Board of Clermont County Commissioners for the activity period of 30 days from the date of execution to survey the common property line between the property owned by the board and the property owned by Berkey DMV Properties LLC. This is a property that the jail is located on, so it is the boundary line between those two properties.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the recommendation to execute a right of entry agreement and temporary license for survey with Burke DMV Properties LLC. And this is to enter the property located on State Route 222. And it's the jail, property's in between the jail, correct? Thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Julia, is this property being surveyed for any type of dispute or
No
contestant?
dispute. We anticipate that there will be some development on the property and coming forward.
Okay, no problem. Thank
Any
you.
other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you. That completes our consent agenda. Are there any additions this morning, Mr. Eigel, to the agenda?
Yeah, we have several for the board's consideration. First is a resolution to accept the amounts and rates for our levied taxes. Second is an acknowledgement of a petition for annexation. Third, we have a rejection and rebid of janitorial services. Fourth is a contract for janitorial services with UBM Enterprises. And last, we have a contract for janitorial services with GSF USA. And then if the board adds all those at once, we'll take them one at a time.
All right. Board, then I will ask for a motion to add these 5 agenda items this morning. Is there a motion to add them to the agenda?
I'll make the motion to add them.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. You want to start with number 1?
Yeah, resolution.
Yes. Morning.
Morning.
Recommendation to adopt resolution number 161-21, resolving to accept the amounts and rates of each tax necessary to be levied on the tax duplicate of Clermont County, Ohio, within and outside the 10 mil limitation for fiscal year 2022, as determined by the Clermont County Budget Commission, to authorize the amounts and rates of each tax necessary to be levied on the tax duplicate of Clermont County, Ohio, within and outside the 10 mil limitation for fiscal year 22, as determined by the Clermont County Budget Commission, and to certify the amounts and rates of each tax necessary to be levied on the tax duplicate of Clermont County, within and outside the 10 mil limitation for fiscal year 22, as determined, I feel like I've repeated this, as determined by the Clermont County Budget Commission to Linda L. Fraley, County Auditor, effective January 1st, 2022, pursuant to and in compliance with Section 5705.34 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to adopt resolution number 161-21, and this is a tax necessary to be levied on the tax duplicate of Clermont County, Ohio, within and without the 10 mil limitation for fiscal year 2022. Authorize the payments and rates of each tax necessary to be levied on the tax duplicate of Clermont County, Ohio. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Eigel?
And the petition for annexation, Ms. Curry?
Amen. So this is the recommendation to acknowledge the filing of a petition for annexation of 97.387 acres from Miami Township, Clermont County, Ohio, to the city of Loveland, Clermont County, Ohio, filed in the office of the Board of County Commissioners on Monday, September 27, 2021, at 1:25 p.m. by Timothy Burke of Manley Burke in Cincinnati, Ohio, 45202, the designated agent for the petitioners, Grail, and the city of Loveland, pursuant to Section 709.023 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Board, you've heard the recommendation, acknowledge the filing of a petition for annexation of 97.387 acres from Miami Township, Clermont County, Ohio, to the city of Loveland, Clermont County, Ohio. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Holly, have we seen this request before?
We have seen this request. It is being filed differently this time. It is being filed under a Type 2 expedited annexation. So it is being handled by a different entity and is being filed under a different code statute as well.
Understood. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Item number 3. Morning,
Nelson.
Wade.
Good morning. Thank you. The first add-on from the Facilities Management Department is a recommendation from myself, Wade Grabowski, Director of Facilities Management, with the concurrence of Mr. Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to reject all bids heretofore received on September 2nd, 2021 for the janitorial services RFB pursuant to and in compliance with Chapter 307 of the Ohio Revised Code relative to the terms and conditions of public bidding, and to approve the request to re-advertise for the bids for the janitorial services RFB pursuant to the plans and specifications. Therefore, to authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in the newspaper of general circulation on Thursday, October 7th, scheduling a non-mandatory pre-bid conference at 10 a.m. local time Thursday, October 14th, 2021, at the Clermont County Facilities Management Office located at 4001 Filliger Road in Batavia, with bids to be received until 2 p.m. local time on Thursday, October 21st, 2021. In the office of the Board of County Commissioners, 101 East Main Street, Batavia, where they will be publicly opened and read aloud shortly thereafter. This notice will also be posted on the Clermont County's website.
Board to hear the recommendation to reject all bids before heretofore received on September 2nd, 2021 for janitorial services RFP, and to approve the request to re-advertise for bids for the janitorial services RFP. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Item number 4.
Add-on number 4 is also a recommendation of myself, Wade Grabowski, with the concurrence of Mr. Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, execute a contract for services by and between the Clermont County Board of County Commissioners and UBM Enterprises, Abels Lane, Dallas, Texas, for janitorial services for various county buildings for Clermont County, Ohio, in accordance with the specifications set forth in Exhibit A, attached hereto and made a part thereof, for a total amount not to exceed $17,116.20, effective for a period of 10/2/21 through 11/16/21. This is also contingent upon the receipt of purchase order required therefore in concert with requisition number 4488-00 relative thereto.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to execute a contract for services with UBM Enterprise Incorporated for janitorial services for various county buildings. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Addition number 5.
Final add-on to the agenda is also a recommendation for myself, Wade Grabowski, with the concurrence of Mr. Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to execute a contract for services by and between the Clermont County Board of County Commissioners and GSF USA, Inc., located at 9850 Princeton Glendale Road, Suite B, Cincinnati, Ohio, for janitorial services for various county buildings for Clermont County, Ohio, in accordance with the specifications set forth in Exhibit A, attached hereto and made a part thereof, for a total amount not to exceed $24,385.86, effective for a period of 10/2/21 through 11/16/21, and contingent upon the release of the purchase order required therefore in concert with requisition number 4490-00 relative thereto.
Board, you've heard the recommendation to execute a contract for services, and this is with GSF-USA Incorporated for janitorial services for the various county buildings. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. Thank you. Any other additions this morning?
No, ma'am.
At this time, do we want to take a recess since we have an 11 o'clock, a 5-minute recess?
Just that.
Okay, Board, could I have a motion to go into recess for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll start our public hearing at 11 o'clock a.m. Is there a motion? Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. We will return at 11 o'clock for our public hearing. Thank you. We've returned from recess at this time. Now we're going into a public hearing. This is on a proposed vacation of Big Indian Road T33, situated in Washington Township, pursuant to and in compliance with 5553.045 of the Ohio Revised Code. Today's the date and time and location for the public hearing on the request to vacate of Big Indian Road T33. County Engineer Craig Reisner, are you with us this morning? Deputy Surveyor, to give us a report, please.
morning, Craig Reisner, County Engineer's Office. Today we have a review of a proposed vacation of a portion of Big Indian Road, Township Road 33, located in Washington Township. The request for the proposed vacation is 0.27 miles. I've reviewed the provided request contained in Washington Township Board of Trustees Resolution 21-46, dated August 4th, 2021. The resolution requests vacating a portion of Big Indian Road, Township Road 33, located in Washington Township, beginning at Weil Road and ending at the dead end. Proposed vacation would reduce the Washington Township ODOT road mileage certification by 0.27 miles, and the proposed vacation will not create any landlocked parcels. There are two properties that would be affected by this vacation. One is parcel number 443302D002, owned by Alice Nefsker and Elizabeth Bennett, and parcel number 443318G033, owned by Patricia Whalen. The vacation request begins at the intersection with Weil Road and extends to the dead end. The dead end, we visited this multiple times in the past. The dead end was established by previous road vacations, one in 1985 and one in 2016. The total length of proposed vacation is 1,424 feet, and the engineer's office has received no correspondence in favor or opposition to the vacation.
Thank you. At this time, do we have any proponent testimony on the request to vacate the portion of Big Indian Road T33 in Washington Township this morning? Any opponent testimony of the request to vacate portion of Big Indian Road T33 in Washington Township? Number 5, now we'll move on. Anyone else who'd like to comment on this request to vacate? Hearing no comments, then acknowledge for the record at this time that there's not been any correspondence received. Is that correct request? Okay.
That's correct. We've not received any as well.
Thank you. At this time, then, we will close the public hearing. At this time, does the board wish to do an addition today to the agenda on this proposed vacation?
I would make a motion that we add a recommendation to adopt Resolution 162-21.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on that this morning? Hearing no discussion, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. We've added this morning. At this time, I'm asking for a motion to adopt that resolution number 162-21, determining to vacate a portion of Big Indian Road T33 in Washington Township, Clermont County, Ohio, as described therein, pursuant and in compliance with Section 5553.054 of the Ohio Revised Code. Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion on it? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Corcoran, just to clarify,
Yes.
it was 5553045. It had 54
Thank you.
on the motion.
Thank you for that
Thank you very much. Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you. Moving on with our agenda, then, we're going to go back on the regular session this morning after we've closed our public hearing. Moving to item 8. At this time, I'm asking for a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Section 121.22 G1 and G2 of the Ohio Revised Code to number 1, consider the employment of compensation of a public employee or more public employees, and number 2, to consider the sale of property at competitive bidding respectively. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes, thank you. We're going into executive session. We will return shortly. We returned from executive session. No decisions were made today. We're moving on now to item I. Any county staff or elected official discussions this morning?
Ma'am.
Okay. Item J, member comments. Members, are there any comments this morning? No. None? Commissioner Painter? None. Then I'll move for a motion to adjourn. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting today?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes. We thank you for joining us today, and we will see you again next week.